Elementary, my dear Watson. See, I have been following all of the clues for 5,000 hours. There are evidences pointing this way, yet people remain skeptical about whether or not he is hacking. Still, I wanted to make sure of my sayings, so I went by. Cloak and daggers, bicycle, l'étranger. He could be. In fact, I may say he was a cheater, but of course, you won't believe me.
The Team Fortress 2 community is a place full of kind, respectful and caring people, ready to throw a sandwich to their beloved medic, crash 5 times and turn around twice in order to show a sign of affection or friendship. And then this. Human-sized fidget spinners. But before calling them hackers, it's important to know what hackers can do and cannot do. I hope this video will teach you a thing or two about cheats, and so next time you will meet a fishy person, you will be able to call whether the dude is cheating or not. At least with a better arguments than hacking with Huntsman? That's not possible. Because in fact, it is. As you can see, I got myself some footage of people cheating on YouTube. Yes, I could easily make fun of this guy and his videos because this is absolute garbage from the only and simple fact that he dares recording himself cheating on an online server, but instead I'm going to use the cheaters' weapons against themselves. Thanks to his videos, we get to see some of the menus and abilities provided by some cheating software. I will sometimes use his footages to show you how hacker works from a hacker point of view, as well as my footages to show you what hackers look like. Thanks for your understanding. I will be breaking that documentary down in 2 parts, straight to the point, what hackers can do and what hackers cannot do. Let's start by what hackers can do. I've heard way too many times that hackers could not use cheats on projectile weapons or classes, but that's wrong obviously. They can use cheats on everything. That's the problem. They can use cheats on rocket launcher if they want to, and any kind of grenade launcher, sticky launcher, all that kind of things. In fact, they are rarer because it's mostly, and I would even say only with paid softwares, but they exist. Paid software can anticipate the way a person is going, as you can see in the background illustrations, but projectiles can miss more easily than hit-scan weapons, because they depend on the player's movement, which can be unpredictable. And now we're here, I feel justified to mention that flamethrower aimbots exist. Yes, you heard well, W-Mouse-1 aimbots exist, as well as auto-air blast, as well as auto-sticky detonation. And contrary to what you might believe, cheating softwares don't only provide higher crit chances for melee weapons, but also for every kind of weapons. It's now quite well known that hackers can spin around and shoot in every direction at the same time, seeing through walls and killing invisible spies, but you might ask me, why aren't every hackers that easy to spot? It's because what we call wall hack is impossible to see from an external point of view when spectating someone, yet it gives a clear advantage over the enemy, and it doesn't have to be paired with an aimbot. You can use a wall hack without an aimbot, and it wouldn't be a surprise to me if some competitive players happen to use this to their advantage. More accurate callouts on health, Uber, positioning, and sometimes even without their team knowing. And even aimbots can look relatively legit. I mean, look at this. They can be deactivated at any time. They can look legit without massive shakings and snappings all around the map. They can look smooth. They can look like legit aim. Plus, contrary some misconceptions, not all hackers are free to play who just install the game. Some have good heads, good amount of time spent on the game already, good game sense, and can look just like really good player, if I may say. So, what do hackers have to do, will you ask me? Well, nothing really. I mean, they can turn on an auto bunny hopping option, they don't have to aim, they don't have to click, the software can make them move freely around the map. At this point, I wonder if the software doesn't bring them some cookies as well. And while we're talking about ridiculous stuff, hackers can change some things in the game. For example, here are 2 boys pinning down their minigun while jumping, which is normally impossible. And they are using third person on a Valve server, which is also normally impossible. And they're shooting with their back, but that was to expect. Cheaters can also use triggering bots, which will shoot every time the crosshair can kill someone, or at least shoot someone and damage him. So basically you don't have an aimbot, but you can just aim around and the software will just shoot as soon as you happen to cross the way of someone's head. Obviously you might have seen cheaters spamming LMO box advertising bind, but this is an option, it can be turned off. Hackers can also spam the chat with trash talk binds without pressing any key, the software does it for them, and spam noisemakers. Yes. But contrary to some misconceptions, hackers are far from being invincible. They have a massive advantage, yes, but they can make it look legit at the cost of lower effectiveness. As I said earlier, the aimbot can be circumstantial, it can be turned off. They can use it for key targets only, the medic, the pyro for example, if that's what they want, still looking legit. They can body shot on purpose or not, since an aimbot can miss. Yes, it can. It's very accurate, but with ping latency and server lags and even some bad cheating software, yes that exists, they happen to miss. If someone misses a shot, it does not mean he's not hacking, or he was not hacking a second ago. Don't let yourself be fooled by hackers turning off their shit to let the suspicion go down. It's especially easy to see when someone goes in crazy streak then misses every shot 2 minutes later. Remember, hackers are not actors, they often give away clues that at least make them look strange if not very weird. Yet, don't call everyone a hacker, because there are things that hackers can't do. While we saw hacker could bypass some of the Valve server restrictions such as third person, no hackers have yet been seen flying around the map using no clip or teleporting inside the enemy spawn. If you see that happening, either check what you ate last night or wait a few days that some griefing channel uploaded something about this. Which is to me not any better than hackers, but here's not the place to debate that. Hackers can't no-clip, they can't change any constant in the game such as health, damage, they can't render themselves overcharged without a medic, they can't go faster than what their class allows, they can't get infinite ammo. Thanks God they're bound to the same rules as us when it comes down to the base game. Even about random bullet spreads. In fact, hackers used to be able to snipe with shotgun. Imagine getting sniped across the map by a random crit heavy using a shotgun. That would be funny, right? Well, that happened to me. It wasn't funny. As you can see, there is way more things that hackers can do than hackers cannot do. I really felt like I had to make this video. I kinda procrastinated on it, but you know, it really was something I needed to do, because over the past few months, I would say even the past 1 month, I've met over 20 hackers, nearly one every day. There were 1-2 by servers, and I got to talk with some of them. I discovered something deeper than what I first expected. Some of them take cheating really seriously. They found their own groups, gathering their fellow hackers. They spread around the community like cancer. And yes, that is a strong word that describes very well this situation, sadly. Some were willing to stop cheating after a little chat, some others wanted to keep cheating. Some are aggressive, some are chill people, some are offensive by their names, sayings and behavior, and that cannot be accepted. Don't go hate on them, please. Next time you meet one on the server, don't insult him. Just kick him, then enjoy the game. He might one day stop hacking, and if he doesn't, he will eventually get caught by the game, but that is not our problem. Treat hackers like human beings, it's what they are after all, and don't be as bad as them, don't be as mean as them, because that is, to this day, the best way we have to show them that they can still be respectable people. I highly count on you to share this video. It's an effort for the community that I've made, and I hope you will make one as well. It's not for me you're doing it, because I'm not earning any kind of money from this video, and I will never be. I don't want to earn money from YouTube. I just think the message has to be spread to raise the awareness around the community. As I said, hackers are like the cancer of this community. But cancer can be slowed down. It can be cured. And I know what I'm talking about. If if you want to learn more about hackers, I highly suggest you checking out Maxbox's serie Spot the Hacker. It's highly interactive and it does help you understand a bit more about how to spot a hacker, breaking down a few demos of people being caught hacking. And I really want to enjoy this opportunity to thank Maxbox for helping me via a private interview where he gladly answered every remaining questions that I had. Thanks man, you're cool. Here's a beautiful artwork for you. Now may you all have an awesome day. I will see you in the next video. Good playing for this too. Have fun and please don't let hackers ruin it.